Welcome along everybody to another episode of CSI. We're going to be doing Leda's swan song in this one. We just arrested Leda in More Fun Than a Bar of Corpses. So we'll see what this one's all about. I'm not sure. But it seems like we're not done with Leda. And that's interesting. It looks like we've got Catherine. That's her name, Catherine. Catherine Willows. Looks like we've got Catherine in this case. She's the last one we've not worked with, so... Is this the last case? I think it may be the last case as well, in addition to all of that. Don't think there's any more. But we'll see. We're nearly done with this game, I believe.
We haven't heard from Grissom since he went out to Desert Gardens. His cell phone's down. He hasn't checked in. Gil can be eccentric, but frankly, this has me worried. On top of which, Leda Callisto has been making some oddball remarks about Grissom to the guards at the jail. You helped nail Leda, so this is your case. Yours and Catherine's. She's got the tenure and experience you can lean on. Now, either start with the Desert Gardens, or go to Leda's apartment. We need to find out more about the enigmatic Miss Callisto, and we need to find Gil Grissom. Period.
Well, no, this is not good. Grissom is missing. Let's go, let's start with talking to Brass first.
Fires, not even a damn speeding ticket. Check her apartment. Maybe you'll come up with more than we did.
Maybe Leda's a fake
What
name.
little good it did, yes. She's recently used an acid-based compound to burn off the core ridge details of her fingers. No unique scarring, either. Best we got out of her is partial, so naturally APHIS spit him back out as unknown.
Oh, is that why I didn't get a match last case with Leda? That may be why I didn't get a match.
She keeps dropping cute, oblique hints that don't add up to anything much, just enough to amuse herself. My gut says, that witch knows plenty.
Alright, okay. Right, let's leave holding cell to last. Desert's first, where Grissom was at. Makes the most sense to go to first, I believe.
Catherine Willows, Las Vegas
Let's
crime
collect some
lab.
evidence.
My associate was out here earlier, you'll recall. We're continuing our investigation, and we have some questions.
Who knows? Maybe I'll have some answers.
Maybe have a bit more of a better attitude than that, my friend.
What evidence? I didn't call anybody. I sure didn't call the cops.
A call wasn't placed from here to our crime lab less than a half an hour ago.
Lady, our staff went home after you people wrapped up that other investigation. I'm the only one still working. You're looking at the only nightcrawler left in this garden.
Well, okay, that was a lure in to get him here.
You know, once it starts getting dark, you don't get a very good look at people coming around here. Sometimes you don't wanna. No, been real quiet. Few drive-thrus, few pedestrians strolling by. Nothing unusual. Afraid not. Wish I could have helped you out some more.
Let's see if anything new has been added around here that might give us a lead on what happened to Gil.
Well, I literally just did this crime scene, so I should be able to notice what is different. Oh well, that's me. That's me being a little bit too cocky there, we all know. Well, there's the tire tracks from last episode, from last case. But there's not really anything new here. Ah, no, there is stuff. What's that? Impact,
We can't use that.
Maybe a mold. Swab. Detection. No, it's definitely not detection.
Tiny traces of paint, based on height and proximity to the road. Vehicle impact, wouldn't you say?
Definitely. Let's grab this with the tweezers. And that'll probably be all there is for that. Looks like there is a tire.
Wide, like a truck's.
Definitely.
And Leda used a truck before.
Right, let's take an imprint of that. It's hit or miss. You know, it's hit or miss with what you have to use to collect these things.
Whoever peeled out of here must have been in a hurry. Loose dirt was thrown back over their own tread marks.
I mean, I can't believe that garden worker didn't hear a collision. I mean, that's just
Ground's a
nonsensical.
little soft here. Wet. Underground sprinklers must have come on recently.
And we have a shoe print. Let's take a deep cast of that.
Grissom would be right at home with these creepy crawlies.
Let's grab it. That wasn't there last time as well. Is the shed still locked? Right, okay, you've got to have heard a car crash. You're useless. Right, let's go to Leda's home. And we'll gather up all our evidence before we actually confront Leda.
Whoa!
It seems like the best course of action.
Here, let's get started.
Oh yay, I love this. This is what we live for, Catherine. There's lots of stuff to look at.
Selectively getting rid of certain papers.
Right, first off, we've got these keys.
The other, just can't be sure. Some worn down markings on it, but can't make out what it said.
That is definitely a collection.
Burned badly.
What about here?
Can't make out anything it said.
I can see champagne or something like that.
Not much left here. Wonder if there's anything it can still tell us. Date.
We'll grab that. Sorry, Catherine, I cut you off by accident. I didn't think you would be saying anything important. Is there still more stuff here? Surely not. Nah, I think that is it. Right, okay, we got a nice painting here, but nothing else. Got a back room here. Nothing there, really. And a lot of bookshelves, but nothing on them, it seems. Okay, nothing there. What about that? Oh, what's that?
Tight on a bottle of unidentified liquid.
Chloroform. Definitely gotta be chloroform. What about here? Nothing here. There's something here.
Didn't Sophia have a couple of these stuffed in her mouth?
She did that. Looks like that's more evidence, I guess, for that, but we've already wrapped that up, so that was not so important. I need to sneeze, but I'm not sneezing.
Old photo album. Story of somebody's life.
Alright, let's grab this. Let's see if that's through.
Traces of the image bled onto the laminate. Newspaper clipping, maybe. Greg.
Get that, give it to Greg, and Greg will be able to finish that up. Oh, can I just take that? No. Right, I think that's everything we're going to get in the apartment. So let's make a move to the lab.
Got a code red, Greg.
Go to the lab.
Missing, possibly abducted.
Okay, Kath. Everything else goes on the back burner. I won't be happy till Grissom's standing there humiliating me again.
Alright, okay. Good, Greg. Good. Good to see you're taking this seriously. Right, let's start with the paint scrappings.
Fairly common color, particularly on current truck series.
Leda used Dr. Wilkinson's truck in the Sophia Benedetti case. I'm sure that's no coincidence.
Okay, possibly the same truck, tire cast. Let's go and send to the computer, and the footprint cast. Just simply sent to the computer. Okay, let's move down the burn note.
Charred remains of the document with the pyrroline polymer treatment. I could run latent lifting processes on it without destroying the ashes. It's an apparent suicide note, and get this, written on Champagne Hotel stationery.
Champagne Hotel. As in the Yardstrom case Grissom worked?
None other.
Brass needs to know about this.
Well, I worked that case as well, I'll have you know. So we're going back to the very first case that we ever went to. That's interesting.
And the date and page number are visible. You'll need to do a Lexis search for the article.
Right, okay, that's easily done. What about actual items? Let's start with
Grissom
insects.
would keep his distance from these bugs. What we have here is a blowfly larva with a taste for living flesh. Cochleomia hominivorax, the human eater.
Dangerous?
The 150 or so people killed by him over the years would say so. But these things are uncommon. Eradicated in the States back in the 50s, though you can still turn them up in Mexico and points farther south.
Anybody studying or researching them around here you know of?
Not in Vegas, nowhere recently. University of Nebraska a couple years back did some cryopreservation research. See how long you could freeze the larva without killing them. Not what I'd keep in the kitchen freezer.
That's really important evidence right there.
This key matches
The
the type
key.
used by a few truck manufacturers. That's all I can tell you about it. The markings
the
on it
smaller
were worn
key.
down, but I enhanced them. Here's the lucky number, 10072.
Okay.
Lucky for you, you
Liquid.
didn't open this up
Chloroform.
and catch a whiff. Chloroform.
Enough missing to knock somebody out?
Absolutely. Once inhaled, the chemical enters the bloodstream through the lungs, unaltered by the liver. Reaches the brain in seconds, and it's sleepy time.
Scary how quickly chloroform can knock you out,
Casino
by the
chips.
sounds of it. Casino chips. Nothing special about them at all.
The laminate board
Plastic
traces
laminate.
newspaper ink, transferred from the article that used to be underneath it. I enhanced the image and found a wedding photo. And guess who was the blushing bride?
Lita.
Oh yeah, our Looney Tunes killer, on her way to her honeymoon. Somebody was a lucky guy, huh?
No man was living in that apartment, so we can assume a breakup. But Callisto may be Lita's married name.
Most likely. Right, okay, I think that's everything I have, so let's just look at everything we have under the microscope. We're probably going to need a comparison for that, so let's just leave the insect and go to the shoe prints. Let's try and get a match on the shoe, although I doubt we're going to get one. Well, that is actually a good match, by the looks of things to me. Okay, apparently not. That could be a match, but I don't actually think so. I don't think so.
Size 10, Gil's size, and it matches his brand. Good bet these are his footprints.
Well, we got a good match on that then. What about tire treads? Let's do a run. Bet this is going to be the same truck that we found. We all know how these go for me. These freaking matches right here.
You don't have a
I'm sure one of these is a match.
Treads just aren't complete enough to definitively match an L-160. We need brass to get us Wilkinson's truck print lift from the Benedetti case.
Right, okay, easily done. Right, we also have a newspaper fragment. Let's put that through the computer.
Oh, now this is something. Subject of the original article, Sophia Benedetti. Charged with possession of controlled substances few years back, but we found no record on her before.
Probably brushed under the carpet, most likely. We do need to go to brass, though, and get all this stuff done.
What do you need, guys?
Right, maiden name.
Well, she doesn't have a Nevada wedding certificate, but I can do some out-of-state digging. Gutter. Murphy. Lita Murphy. Most people come to Vegas to get hitched. She left to do the job. Why not ask me to search all the Jones, Smiths, and Johnsons, too? Get a little more specific, and maybe I can help.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Sure, I'll get you the prints from the garage you lifted. Those look like the best ones. Wish I could, but...
Right, okay, so let's go back to the lab and just make sure we get
Hey,
Right, okay, what is that? The tread print from Wilkinson's truck. Let's do that. Let's come over here and just compare these two. But we know they're probably going to match.
Okay, now we have a match. Wilkinson's truck made a return trip to the scene of the crime.
Now, who did that?
Okay.
well, after Lita was questioned at the pharmacy, Grissom got his invite out to the gardens.
Right. So even in the first interview, Lita figured we were on to her. Pretending to work at the gardens, she calls Gil, reports new evidence to perk his interest. She borrows Wilkinson's truck, lays in some of these flesh-eating bugs, and parks in the gardens. Waits out of sight. When Gil arrives, he spots the truck, checks it out, spots the insects, and has a typically Grissom closer look. Lita, dressed like a worker maybe, chloroforms him from behind. There's a struggle. A few bugs get jostled from the truck. Lita holds her rag over Gil's face till he's out. Then she shoves him into the bed of the truck and hauls our boss away.
Why wouldn't Grissom have got the upper hand in a struggle? I mean, he's a guy. He's not small.
Bending over for a gander at those bugs, Grissom gave Lita an angle she could take advantage of. And you said it yourself, Greg. That chloroform acts quick.
Alright, well, we have a match. I'm sure we can get a look at that truck again now that we have a match.
What's up? Tread's match, huh? Good enough for me. Go.
Right, let's go straight to the Wilkinson residence.
Dr. Wilkinson, I'm Catherine Willows, CSI. We're picking up on the previous investigation and need to ask you a few more questions.
I thought you people were holding Lita Callisto for Sophia's murder.
We are, sir. And we're sorry for the trouble we've caused you.
Oh, well, that makes it all better, doesn't it? You throw my life into turmoil and you tarnish my professional reputation. Why wouldn't I be thrilled to help you people out any way I can?
Dr. Wilkinson, we have reason to believe Lita Callisto has committed other crimes, perhaps other murders, and we do need your cooperation.
Well, all right. Anything to help keep that lunatic female locked away. Being torn various new gaping bloody orifices by my wife, thanks to you people. Still in my garage, isn't it? You need to look at it? I'll walk you back there. Anything is better than staying in the path of my wife's tongue.
Well, you shouldn't have cheated then, should you? Pretty simple.
Well, what? Honestly, it was here.
You had no idea it was missing?
If I'd known, I'd have reported it stolen. Couldn't have. We've been together, and anyway, she can't drive stick.
Sometimes people's stories change.
Lita. Crazy damn. Yes, she could have. She must have come back for it again.
Thank you, Dr. Wilkinson. We do appreciate your cooperation. We'll take it from here.
Right, okay, well. Not much for me to do now. Maybe check with Brass again. See if there's anything we can do with Brass, but...
Yeah?
All points bulletin and APB.
I'll send out an APB right now. Maybe somebody will spot it, and it'll lead us to Gil.
But now, the only thing we've got to do is go talk to Lita.
Ah, it's the geniuses of CSI. Missing something? Mislay someone? Please, let me know what I can do to be of assistance.
It's too bad you're not serious, because that might help your situation.
I'm enjoying my situation. I'm content in my own company, and my needs are simple. And as for entertainment, I can picture your frantic efforts to recover your fearless leader. That's quite sufficient to pleasantly pass the time.
You may not have that much. Nevada has the death penalty. You might consider cooperating.
I would never spoil the theory you worked so hard to develop. It's like when a child does a finger painting, you don't point out the deficiencies. It's unkind.
Now, Lita is perhaps the most interesting criminal we've witnessed in this game so far. She's the best one so far. Best villain. Good voice acting too.
You know, I could tell you, but I have far too much consideration for your position. You see, if people like me just went around admitting things, you'd be out of a job. Well, I didn't kill him. Yet. Wouldn't it be interesting, though, if you could sit in a cell like this and still murder someone miles away? How would that be possible? Gil Grissom is so brilliant. One of the top CSIs in the nation. Surely a mere slip of a thing like myself couldn't trap him using a few bugs as bait and reel him in. Not a big fish like Gil, man.
Right. Brash, you got that APB?
Need some?
No.
What's up?
Right, okay, I genuinely don't know where to go from here. We have searched everything, so we must be missing something. Tire tread's all matched, the shoe print is... yeah. Oh yeah, don't we need to... do we need to talk to him about... we need to talk to Brass about that thing.
Yeah.
Why is it not letting me talk to Brass? It did say go talk to Brass
What's up?
about the newspaper fragment.
I've done everything.
What's up?
I didn't get the option to, Is this glitched? This may be glitched. Is it glitched?
That's all I...
No. I can discover something more about her motive. I'm just missing it. Lead us home again. Alright, I don't want to ask Catherine for a clue. I mean, I could assume that it's just a glitch, but... that would be sloppy. Is there something to do with this painting, perhaps? No. Really annoying that I can't go through there. I would have thought that would have been somewhere I could go. Right, okay. Leader's motive, leader's motive. Ah, there.
Greasy substance smeared here. Got kind of a medicinal smell, wouldn't you say?
Something I missed, possibly? Swab? Right, okay, so there's... oh, and there's something else right there. I missed a lot of stuff.
Broken spine. Indicates a favorite passage, or at least a stopping point by the reader.
Let's grab it.
It's a passage about the Greek tradition of burying loved ones with a silver coin in the mouth. Payment for the ferryman. Hear that before?
Yeah, I have heard that before. That is what we found for the casino chips, and we also found it for the... oh no, there's got to be something more here. And we also found it in the first ever case with the dollar bills. It's giving me the option to come here, but I think that's that done. Right, I do want to swab. Go and check out that swab eventually, but...
It's got one of those prepaid phone cards you get at convenience stores. Didn't Lita make a call after dropping the Benedetti woman's body off?
Yep, she did. Let's try and...
No prints.
right, okay, let's just grab it. Yeah, this is definitely the things I was missing. In terms of, evidence. Right, with the new stuff, let's go back to lab, Greg.
Hey,
Right, Greg, phone.
this is one of those prepaid cell phones. No way to check the owner, and the memory was cleared. Software recovery tools came up with a big fat goose egg.
So useless. Right, okay, trace, give me the greasy stain.
Medicated skin cream, calcium gluconate gel, topical antidote to treat hydrofluoric acid burns.
Like someone with access to a pharmacy.
Right, well, those two things came up with nothing.
Need something?
There, finally.
All you have is that suicide note on hotel stationery. Sorry, that's just too thin. What I can do is let you look at some of the evidence from the Yardstrom and Benedetti cases. Here's the murder weapon, the ligature. Maybe there's something more to learn. APHIS came up blank on these partials from the medicine bottle in Kylie's apartment. Here's the casino chips we found in Sophia's mouth. That Greek money angle may make them significant. Here's the money we found in Kylie's mouth. Too many overlapping prints for us to get anything useful. That's enough to get you...
Right, well, we have a lot more evidence now. We are revisiting evidence. Right, let's put the prints from Kylie's apartment into the computer. Everything else is done. Everything else here is done. We have the ligature from the Champagne Hotel.
The ligature has traces of that same cream from Lita's apartment. Calcium gluconate gel with heavy aloe vera.
That cream was not over the counter, it was homemade. This may get us back into that hotel.
So was Lita involved in the first murder as well?
These chips match the type you turned up at Lita's crib.
Okay.
I ran a bunch of different tests, didn't come up...
Right, so that is a no-go. Let's have a look at the fingerprints. Nothing. Right, okay. Well, back to brass then in that case.
What's up? A cream similar to a stain in Lita's apartment was found on the murder ligature. Interesting, but not a direct enough link between Lita and Kylie to reopen that case.
No? Really, man? Right, well, I've worked out with everything else that I've got here. Apart from the prints. Let's try the holding cell again, I guess.
I have nothing.
Nope, that's nothing. That's a no-go. Back to the lab, I suppose?
Yeah.
Not asking you. I can figure this out on my own. It's gotta be something to do with the fingerprints.
Those don't quite... No, those... You don't... No,
I'm just trying everything.
those don't...
Right, that is a definite no-go. That is a no-go down there. That is a no-go down there. Am I missing something again? I must be missing something. But we'll figure out what I'm missing next time. So thanks for being here. And, well, I'm stumped, but we'll figure it out eventually. I'm sure, maybe.